Alrighty, we got to set the timing on this. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get the piston to top dead center. I'm just using a screw here, and I poke it through the spark plug hole, and then we watch this until it gets to top dead center. All right, the reading on the points is supposed to be 0.4 millimeters in here, and I can see they're not even open. So that's not right, but we need to loosen up this screw in here. And I've tried, and you can't get at it straight, so I'm going to need to pull the flywheel before I can get that locking screw loose. And to do that, I need to first remove the nut, try and get the washer out here. See if we got enough magnet in this screwdriver. We do. Now we go to this little guy, and this is a 26, I believe. Yep. Puller. And this is regular threads. And that should just pull that right out. Correct direction this time. Okay, we pull that off. Then we can get a straight shot on that locking screw in there. And hopefully this bit will fit in there. Will it? I think it will. Yeah, I think it's in there. I need to get it centered. Oh. Got that loose. Maybe a little too loose, huh? Let's see, what can we... Is anything bigger? Oh yeah, that works much better. Now, if I can just keep from shaking long enough to get that in there. All right, that's in there. Now, the thing is, the Woodruff key has decided to go hide. It's hiding right down here. But we found it. So we need to put this back on in there. I think I'm going to put just a little bit of Loctite on it. And go have a cup of coffee and let that set up a little bit and then come back. All right, so we put this Woodruff key in here last night with a little bit of red Loctite on it, hoping that it'll hold it in there while I put this flywheel back on. All right, we're going to put this, I got the flywheel on there. I think it's in the right orientation. Right about there is top dead center. So we're going to mark that. I'm going to mark it right here. And right here. Now, according to a fellow on YouTube who does a lot of these, we're supposed to fire 18 degrees before top dead center, but we need to set the points first. Let's see if it'll stay right there. Let's get our 0.4 out. You can't see probably. Boy, that feels real close. It's opening after top dead center. It's supposed to be before top dead center. So, what we're going to have to do is move the whole stator plate. All right, if we want the points to open sooner, we have to move this thing. But this stator plate doesn't seem to have that much flexibility. But we'll see what we can do. I don't think there's any oblong holes there. We'll have to look and see. Yeah, there is. Is that top dead center? Right there. That's top dead center. Now, we should, I don't know, are you running? I can't tell. Yes, you are. I'm going to cut most of this. All right, we got the marks lined up for top dead center up there. Now this should fire. The points should open just according to this guy who seems to be more knowledgeable. Well, everybody's more knowledgeable about these things than me, but he said the outside diameter of this, or the outside diameter is exactly 360 millimeters. Therefore, if you need 18 degrees of advance, you want the points to open at 18 millimeters before top dead center. So 18 millimeters seems like a lot because I'm used to working with 18 millimeters of piston travel on the Yamahas, or 1.8 millimeters of piston travel, or 2.8. But on this one, we're talking about the amount that the flywheel turns. So it's a different thing. So if I hook up my gauge, and I think I just pulled that off of there. I don't know. I got to check that and see. But if I hook up my little meter here, then I should I'll be able to see when the points actually open. So we'll go way back beyond, and then we'll hook this up to a ground, and we'll pull, I believe it's this one. We'll just pull that rubber back a little ways and then put that clip right up there. Or, as I like to call them, squeeze tools. We'll put that right there. Now, when we turn that on, points are shorted. So it makes no noise. Oh, wait. I think that's right. And then, as I move it up, the points should be opening right about there. That's real close to the 18 millimeters. What we're going to do is we're going to set this up. First, close it, turn it on, and then open it to 18 millimeters. Perfect. All right, now we look here, and you probably can't see that, but let's get up here where you can. All right, this is the top dead center, and that means that we're a little bit too soon. Should be, 18 should be right there. Okay, can you see that? Should I put a light on it? If I had a light, there it is. All right, this mark right here is top dead center. This is 18 millimeters on the circumference here, or no, the 18 millimeters of travel on the top of the flywheel is right there, and this is right where the points open. So we need to go back a little ways from where we were and see if we can get that a little closer. Now, how can we do that? We can't do it without taking the flywheel off, I don't think. I think that's right. All right. Okay. Let's try not to pick up any foreign material in that. We want to go just a touch back this way. Don't we? That might be it. I think it moved a little bit. So now, you got to put the flywheel back on. And then we get to see where it opens again. Well, yeah, we want to come around. Right about there. It's just a little bit late, but it's real close. So I'm going to tighten it down. That adjustment is really touchy. There we go. All right, we're going to rotate this around again so that woodruff key is opposite of the points. And hopefully get this back on. See, I don't know, you probably can't see it, but I'll show you with some light on it. When I was messing with this the other day, I put a little white dot right there, and that corresponds with the woodruff key. So I can't see the woodruff key at that point, but I can see the little white dot, and I can line the slot up with the white spot. It really don't want to go on there, but I think it is on there. All right, everything's tight. I tightened down the points a little while ago when we had them set to 4.4. And hopefully the timing is good now. Well, folks, I still got a little bit of work to do. Let's see if we can get this thing started now. I just set the timing. I've checked the compression. It's 130 pounds. And the carburetor has been rebuilt. And we'll hit the flood the carburetor button here for a little bit. And then we'll give it a kick and see what happens. I guess I can take this off. All right, folks, let's try it again. I pushed this thing down here, this lever that floods the gas. It holds the float down and lets more gas in. Well, it's bent, and it stayed down. That's why it was running gas all over the place. So, I don't know, I think maybe there's plenty of gas right in the cylinder itself. So, I'm not going to try to prime it with anything. I'll need to hold the clutch lever. It ran. Oh, I got the gas shut off, I think. Let's pull the choke on, or put the choke on. Now this choke doesn't have a knob to pull it back off, because when you hit the throttle, it automatically pushes it up. Well, it runs. I do not have a kill switch yet installed. I do have one, but it doesn't have a little lever on it to turn it off and on. And I have a new one that's part of the light switch, the horn button, and the kill switch all together. It looks just about like the one that's on there, which is the original, except it's got one extra switch. So, where are you at? This is where you're at. This is what we have. And this will be probably headlights. This will be the horn button, which is just kind of like what we got on there. And then this will be the kill switch. But it don't move very good, that's for sure. And I got to figure out what the pin connections are here. And I think I need to solder them in probably. This is the kill switch, because it's got both the outside ones, left and right, both terminate in the same strip here. So you'll tie the kill wire to here, and then one of these to ground, which ties them both to ground. Then the horn switch is one of these down here. I have to figure this out. That doesn't move very well. Oh, it's a off on. So that's not a horn switch. Maybe that is. Oh, that's the horn switch. It's pushed down. This is headlights on and off. All right, I got it figured. I'm not going to do it today. We got it running. I'm going to go finish up my video. It's a real long one. And the weather's not real nice today anyway. So it's been raining off and on. It's off right now. I've got some pieces to put back and so on and so forth. But she does run, you heard it. GoPro, stop recording.